Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It's time now for Education Matters with the Saginaw Intermediate School District. Today we are focusing on the Swan Valley School District. I'm here with Assistant Superintendent Dr. Allison Cicinelli and Performing Arts Coordinator Kim Saylor. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So the Swan Valley Performing Arts Center opened last October. And Kim, you are the very first Performing Arts Coordinator for the district. Why is this so important?
First of all, it was absolutely such an honor to be able to take that role. One thing that I think has been wildly important since the establishment of the Performing Arts Center is being able to connect our community in a broader sense. Swan Valley has been our school home for a long time with my family, and they've always had a really strong athletic program. They've always had a lot of really good community, values and connections. And this has done nothing more than to just grow that and really connect us in a bigger way. So it's been exciting.
I love to hear that. Yeah. And tell us, what kind of opportunities are available for students in the area who are interested in performing arts?
Yeah, so we have an extensive fine arts program that has been long established at Swan Valley, ranging from arts in the classroom, from kindergarten, young fives, all the way up through high school. A really great pottery program, all sorts of really great opportunities for our artists, an amazing music program that starts in elementary school and ends with our symphony band in high school, a strong drama program. We actually were able to implement a middle school drama program, an after-school program this year for the first time, and we had 40 students involved in that, which is a big number for an after-school program, and they were absolutely phenomenal. They got to actually write their own script, perform their own play, do all of the sound and light, and because this building has all of the top-of-the-line equipment, so they were able to learn how to do mic checks and do all these scene setups and all that stuff, and it really has been kind of a phenomenal thing. So to watch that grow has been just more than exciting.
And tell me, what about for the staff and the community? What does that look like?
The staff and community and our students, that has been our focus. We have really spent time trying to create a space where it is where our community and staff and students feel like they have a piece of something bigger. Mm-hmm. And we've tried really hard to introduce the students to the space, and I would say that every single student in our district is familiar with going to what we call the PAC, the Performing Arts Center, and has had a positive experience in that space.
I love that.
Well, and thanks to our staff as well. They've learned to program in that space in a big way this year. We have been, they have movie days where they have field trips to the PAC where their individual grades come in, or we host community events where our students come in. Our staff has really been a huge part of being able to kind of bring in that innovation. Say, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? And it's been awesome to be able to provide that and have the students have those experiences and walk away thinking, this is my place. This is my building. So
that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And Allison, you briefly touched on those community partnerships. Can you just go more in depth on how those have developed and tell us about a few of those partnerships right now?
Happy to. So we've had a long established partnership with many resources in our community, and since Kim has been here, that's been one of her major tasks as the Performing Arts Coordinator. Mm-hmm. She has spent a lot of time facilitating and growing those relationships to take them to the next level. She's also brought in some extra other opportunities for us to connect. Midland Center for the Arts is a newer relationship that we have. We've got Legacy Band. We've got quite a few opportunities to grow.
Yeah. I would love to hear from both of you. What has that feedback been like from students, parents, really everyone in the community with this new Performing Arts Center? What's the community had to say about it?
Sure. The general air has been just of excitement. The fact that they can come into a space like this, and there are so many different opportunities. We have things like our monthly family movie nights where the entire community is invited. They're very inexpensive, $20 for a family pass and $1 for a big bag of popcorn. They come in, they get to hang out for a couple hours. Ranging from that to, we had things like the Lionheart experience where we brought in outside groups to program for the community. Legacy Band was one of those where we actually got to see this wide swath. It wasn't just our Swan Valley community, but it was a larger community that was able to come in and enjoy that. And it really has been kind of a a really awesome opportunity to see what ideas people have and what they want to bring in, because they're very open about coming and saying, hey, you know what, have you thought about this? Can we bring this in? I know these people. And I think that networking part is the most important part, where they say, you know, I've got this person that I would love to be able to highlight what they do. Can we bring them in? We started a lecture series that is going to continue on next year, where we monthly bring in people from the community that want to share their expertise. And it's just a platform where they can come in and say, okay, so this is what I know, and this is what I'm passionate about. Let me share it with my community. And so we really want to open up more opportunities like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's really so much going on and so many new things for people to look forward to. I love that they're sharing their feedback too and their ideas, so it can grow.
Oh, absolutely.
As far as feedback that I've received holistically, I think that there's been an overwhelming positive response. Surprised at how much and how often we actually use the space. For example, today there's a preschool graduation going on in that space. Teachers bring students over, and it's been a great opportunity for us just to highlight some of the great work that's going on in Swan Valley.
We had a wrestling demonstration on stage, and that was one of the things I think that was met with a little bit of skepticism at first, because you're like, well, wrestling, I said, you can't say no in a new space until you've tried it.
That's
to
true.
see if it works. And it was phenomenal, and the parents got to see their kids wrestle in a different perspective and highlighted in a different way. But it's things like that, as long as our minds are open about it and we're able to deliver, I think that really has been, it's made all the difference in the world this year. So
what are some of your long-term goals for the center?
Long-term goals will be to continue to grow our programming. As Kim had mentioned, we have a drama program that is in the middle school and the high school. In the future, we will be growing our choir program at both the middle school and high school. And not just that center, but we want the entire school district to be a place where everyone has a space. So I think it is a great model for us to utilize in the future for other potential spaces that we might grow into in the district, but providing a place where it is community centered.
Perfect. Well, one more time, the new Swan Valley Performing Arts Center has only been open for less than a year now, but what are each of you most proud of when it comes to the new center?
Oh my gosh, all of it.
Of course.
To be honest, for me, it's being able to see that sense of comfort and offering a safe spot for a wide variety of students, not just one kind of student or one need, but just a wide space where people feel like this is their spot. They can come to us with ideas. I've got middle schoolers who have the best ideas. Will come in and say, hey, yeah, I thought about this. Can we do this? Yeah, absolutely, we can do this. How would you do it? And being able to offer that as an opportunity, that is, for me, has been one of the most exciting things, to just watch that sense of security and sense of safety be there, and something they can rely on.
Yeah.
One of the things that I am most proud of is that every single student from preschool to adult ed can tell you about an experience in the Performing Arts Center.
Definitely.
And we've worked really hard to create a positive experience, and so I feel like there's a sense of ownership. In addition to that, giving our students the opportunity to have you know, one of the most high-tech centers to learn all of the details about how media works, how the behind the scenes work.
Yeah, getting all their interests out and all their ideas out, so that's awesome. Well, ladies, thank you both again for being here this morning. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. We really love the opportunity. We love to talk about this all day long, so thank you so much.
Of course. And to check out more of our Education Matters series, visit our website at WNEM.com and go to the hot link section.